Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and you all know Jason, and today I'm going to ask him another round of 5 questions. So let's begin with James Starks.
Are you okay? It's cold out here. I dragged Jackie out into the concourse here at Lambeau Field, and it's a little chilly, but we'll be quick, and then you can get back inside and warm up.
Alright, now we'll start with James Starks. It may be a little too soon to know, but do you think he even stands a chance of making the 45-man roster, especially for Sunday's game?
I don't think it's going to happen for Sunday. I'm fascinated by the way people have reacted to James Starks. I don't know where it comes from, if it's a fantasy football thing or what, but people, I got a tweet the other day that asked me if I thought that he was going to replace Ryan Grant next year as the starter. I guess that's not out of the realm of possibility, but could we let the guy carry the ball once in an NFL game? He hasn't played a football game since January 3rd, 2009. I think he's an intriguing player, but he missed his entire senior season at Buffalo with a shoulder injury, and now he's missed all this time. Let's just see what he does once he gets his first taste of NFL football.
All right. And in your article about Mark Tauscher.
Thanks for reading.
I know. I just skipped that one little part, I swear. Anyways, it's unusual, or the approach they're taking to him is a bit unusual, with him traveling on the road games and attending meetings. Do you think this could possibly lead into maybe of a coaching role for him?
I haven't talked to Tausch. I don't know where he kind of stands on his future. I think most of us have assumed that the fact that he was put on injured reserve probably means the end of his career in Green Bay at the very least. I think it just says a lot about what they think of Tausch. I don't think he's ready to become a coach yet. I know he's a new dad, and I'm sure he's excited about spending time with his little guy, and all reports are that the little one and Sarah are doing great. But I think it's really interesting that they have chosen to bring him along on the road and have him around during meetings. I think that says a lot about what they think he can bring to the table.
And Vikings seem to be a little bit of...
A little bit? They're in big-time disarray, Jax.
Trouble, yeah. A bit of a decline. Do you think the Packers can go in there Sunday with a bit more confidence than last time, or can they go in there with a little more concern?
I think they should be concerned. I think that they can't take the Vikings lightly. This could be Brett Favre's last game against his former team. I'm pretty sure that he'll be pretty fired up for that. I think what they need to do is what they did against Dallas. Dallas was a team in turmoil. They ended up firing their coach after the Packers beat them. You have to go in, you have to play well right off the bat. That game against Dallas, the defense got 3 and outs and turnovers right away. The offense capitalized and scored points. I think that's what you need to do against a team that's struggling.
Kind of saying on the Dallas approach, they had all that turmoil there, and it ended in their coach being fired. Do you think something could happen like that with the Vikings? I mean, could Childress lose even more support?
Well, he could. It's funny. He was on the conference call on Wednesday, and one of the things he said was, if you're able to hear when everyone's booing me as I come out of the tunnel, he was, he's kind of had this gallows humor. I don't think they're going to fire him. I think when you're looking at the uncertainty of 2011, you don't want to pay a coach that you fired to not coach and the new coach that you hired to not coach, because there may not be football right away. I suppose if the Packers ran him out of the gym and beat him by 3 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns, maybe that would happen. But I think Brad Childress has got his job for the rest of the year.
And any final predictions on the second half of the season?
Well, that's actually our poll on my page at ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison, and I picked them to go 5-2 down the stretch. They'd finish 11-5. That would be what I predicted for before the season. I'm not bragging there because I also predicted the Cowboys would be playing in the Super Bowl at home, so that's clearly wrong. But I think that their opportunity is there. I think they're going to have a hard time winning at Atlanta. I think they're going to have a hard time winning at New England. But I think they're going to win on Sunday. I think they're going to win their home games. I think they're going to go to Detroit and win. So I have them at 5-2, but they could go 4-3 and finish 10-6, still win the division, because I don't think the Bears are all that good. But I'm going to stop talking now because I'm starting to get cold.
I know. I need my coat. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.